Back to Sonoran Living Live. The next time you have a pool party, you might want to pick up this book, 101 Tropical Drinks. And professional bartender Kim Haasarud, she wrote the book, and she is going to make some of these great recipes for us. This is your 7th book.
This is my 7th book out of the series. I did 101 margaritas, 101 sangrias, 101 blender drinks. But this one really captures the essence of summer, vacation, sitting poolside, cocktails. So whether you are a tiki tropical cocktail connoisseur geek, or you just like something simple, sipping poolside, there's something for both.
There's something for both. And you're starting with the Mai Tai, which is very summer, very traditional.
This is kind of the quintessential vacation cocktail. Interestingly, though, this was actually created here in the U.S. It wasn't created in the Caribbean. But it's just made with a light rum, dark rum, fresh lime juice, a little bit of orgeat or almond syrup. That's kind of a key ingredient in a Mai Tai. And if you want to, and I shook that up, and if you want to, totally optional, you can actually float it with a dark rum like that.
Ooh, that looks good.
And the only thing about when you do floaters, I'm a big fan of it, is that you need to serve it with the straw. Otherwise, if you don't, the first sip you're going to take is going to be a big, pretty potent.
Now, so this one you shook. So
I shook. Yep, I shook it, and you can actually batch this ahead of time if you want.
You always hear that, you know, shaken or stirred. What does that really mean?
Well, it actually does make a difference. Anything with juice, you definitely want to shake because you aerate it and you dilute it. This is a Planter's Punch. This is also kind of a really well-known cocktail. Dates back to the 1800s. It's made with 2 ounces of dark rum, and I used Crucian aged rum for this one. Equal parts orange juice, pineapple juice, a little bit of lime juice, simple syrup. I'm going to give that another shake.
And you get all of these fresh ingredients. You go to farmers markets, and you really just kind of get your creative juices going there, don't you?
Absolutely. So I could, you know, really incorporate if I wanted to use fresh tangerine juice, or I like to build cocktails around fresh ingredients. Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
So this one, I'm gonna, because I have pineapple juice, I'm gonna put a little pineapple leaf. I'm going to put a little cherry in there.
Gosh, the presentation is superb.
Thanks. And this next one is a little more low calorie. So this is for the ladies, definitely.
Because we're always worrying about that around the summertime.
And I love a Pina Colada. I absolutely love it. But this is a little bit lighter version of the Pina Colada, okay? So I made it with a Crucian coconut rum, a little bit of simple syrup, and I have a light coconut milk. You can get this in the Asian section of your grocery store.
So you're using the coconut milk instead of some of the heavier ingredients that we often associate.
Yep, so I'm just going to use an ounce of that.
Ooh, that looks good. And
then I want to use a coconut water, which is really, really popular. It has lots of potassium, refreshing. There's a lot of different brands on the market. There's Naked, there's Vita Coco.
Is that what's keeping our calories down?
It is kind of stretching the drink out a little bit.
Okay.
But I like this one because it has real pieces of baby coconut in it. So if you like a little texture in your drinks, it's a good one to use. I'm actually going to add 2 ounces of that.
And coconut water is everywhere. All the celebrities swear by coconut water.
And this would actually be a good drink if you didn't want to have the rum in there to serve non-alcoholic. It's kind of a non-alcoholic Pina Colada.
I'm like all in your way. I apologize about that.
I'm going to give that a quick shake.
So you're shaking this one?
Yeah, just moderately, just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And then if I want to add another little spice, I have some whole nutmeg here, and I'm just going to top that off.
Oh, that looks good. Now, you're a mixologist, so you go around to big corporations and you really come up with fun drinks that people will like, and they're seasonal drinks.
Very seasonal drinks. I mean, I think it's so super easy to come up with, you know, I'm a big fan of going to your farmer's market, going to your produce market, finding fresh ingredients that look good, and building a drink around that. So I think, you know, whether it's a, you know, margarita or a martini or a sangria, you can always start with the fresh ingredients and build around that.
And a lot of times, and this was something I was thumbing through your book, when you buy those pre-mixed drinks, they're full of sugar.
Oh, full of sugar, and they're full of preservatives and so forth. And also, it's actually cheaper. I mean, a lime itself is about, this time of year, you can get it for about 10 or 15 cents, and you only need 1 versus 4 ounces of like a heavy sour mix. So it actually ends up being cheaper because you need less of it.
Less of it, and you can use more fresh ingredients, of course, as of course we're always watching. And this is a mama of 2. She's a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. How do you have time to do hi to the kiddos at home? And I love what you said. You keep your kids busy because they have their own little baby mixers, and they mix fruit drinks. And
they have a little cocktail shaker, and they like to squeeze the juices, and they shake lemonades like with fresh fruit and so forth.
You talk about the best lemonade stand on the block right here. Your kids are going to have it for sure. So this, and this is just one of the many books that you've done, and I love the fact that you make it very simple for all of us. So if you're having a pool party and you think, you know what, I don't have the knowledge to do all of this myself.
Oh my God, I've got some 3-ingredient cocktails in there, and then I've got some more elaborate punches if you want to geek out a little bit. But there's definitely something for everybody.
Okay, I'm going to get a straw.
All right.
And this one, it doesn't have all the good stuff. And this is the coconut, right?
I forget to top this one with a little bit of grenadine. There you go.
This is great.
Great, thanks. I mean, it's really light. It's a little more refreshing.
Cheers to you, Cam. Ooh.
Thanks.
Terry, can you handle the rest of the show?
Excuse me?
I don't know how it's going. Take this. He's over on the side going, yeah, cheers to you too. Well, maybe let's let the show be on autopilot. We put all of these recipes on SonoranLiving.com and where you can get the book on Amazon as well. Okay.
All right.